want to know if my aunt is fraudulently spending my grandfather's money and she has power of attorney. Can it be revoked? So my aunt has obtained power of attorney over grandfather, and he has 3 other children living. She is spending his money and not taking adequate care of him. Can she be removed as power of attorney? The answer is yes. The thing I think that most people don't realize is when they read the power of attorney and says you can do this, that, and the other thing, all these wonderful powers that you have. I don't think that a lot of people are, and they have to sign off on it, so there's no excuse for not knowing. I'm not saying there's an excuse, but I don't think they get the degree to which they are responsible for their actions. They're hugely responsible. I mean, it's a big deal to be acting under someone's attorney, acting as attorney, in fact, is what you call it, acting under the power of attorney, acting as an agent under a power of attorney. You have to keep records. If you're taking actions, you have to account for it. It's a big deal. Now, if we've got somebody who is taking advantage of a vulnerable person, right, over 18, there's all kinds of horrific consequences. I mean, it's like a 20-year. I forget exactly what the numbers are. I was writing about this just a week or two ago. But if you've got a vulnerable person, right, and the amount that you've mishandled is like $200,000, I think it's like a 20-year prison term for that is the maximum, something like that. But it's a 5-year felony if it's $10,000. I mean, it's terrible. It's a lot of responsibility to act as someone's agent under a power of attorney. And people say, well, I can do all this. Yeah, to a certain standard. You can't just do it. You got to have reasons. And those reasons have to be related to the purpose of the power of attorney and to the well-being of the person who you're managing the thing for. So what are you going to do in a situation like this? Well, number one, go to Auntie and say, hey, Auntie, I think you're ripping Grandpa off. And, she'd tell you to go to hell. And then you say, okay, I'll go to the police station instead. I'll talk to the adult protective services. And it says she is spending his money. Well, how do you know that? Not taking adequate care of him. How do you know that? Well, you better document it before you go to adult protective services and start defaming people and filing false reports, right? So document it, do your homework. All right, here's why I think there's a problem, and then get adult protective services. Give them the file so that they understand what you understand, what's going on. And if Auntie's taking advantage of Grandpa, well, that's serious business. Okay.